Scams have always been prevalent in the Web3 space, and kicking off 2023 is no different. I'm sure you've heard about NFT God getting his wallet drained. So today we want to talk about some common scams that we see in the Web3 space, what to keep a lookout for. So let's get into it. Welcome back. If you're new here, we put out content on NFTs, digital art, Web3 products, anything in that space. So please be sure to like and subscribe. I wanted to focus first on some scams. And what blew my mind is how many scams are out there. We all know this, but as soon as I decided to talk about scams and securities for this episode, I'm like, all right, as a scam comes up, let me just tag it, bookmark it, whatever, so I can reference it coming back. It was so easy to collect scams. They happen all the time. And this is just scratching the surface. Collecting scams as they're presented to me was able to quickly compile 4 or 5 different types of scams. So the first one, the wallet drain. We've all seen this going around, and essentially you just don't want to connect your wallet to anything that is not verified through the actual project. So this is coming through this one who is trying to interact with the Storyverse XYZ website, connected their wallet that had their World of Women, and they lost their World of Women. Similarly,
I'm just going to say it's so easy to do. That's my ultimate fear. So just one letter wrong in a URL, and it's so easy to dupe websites now that you just connect your wallet in the wrong place and it's game over. Crazy.
Yep. So make sure that you're going through the projects authorized sites, either through their Discord or their Twitter, or wherever they put actual links to their URLs. And obviously double check if you're going through their Twitter and looking at links to make sure that the handle name is of the actual verified project. This is same thing, attempt at a wallet drain. And I put this one up there because you can see people within a community. This is a screenshot from Discord, and this is actually the Atari Discord. And so someone from their community is just saying, hey, they were looking at the Captains by 9gag, which is a project that is pumping right now, asking to connect the wallet to verify whitelist. And they thought it was suspicious, so they didn't do it, but they're taking the time to go ahead and notify people in a community that they care about, saying, hey, if anybody else is a part of this project doing this thing, just be careful. So that's what I really love. Once a scam kind of comes to fruition, or people are like, hey, this is a fake account, they're often going back to the community and giving you a heads up. But just always double check that it is an authorized verified link and it's the actual team account. So wallet drain, we're all familiar with it. The next one is address poisoning. And so this I learned directly from Ledger here. It is basically someone is sending you a blockchain transaction using an address that's very similar to the one of the addresses that you have. And so their goal with this is for you to copy the wrong address and paste it the next time you're doing some sort of transaction, anything, so that they essentially get the funds instead of the wallet that you're attempting to send it to. And so I learned of this on Ledger, and surprising enough, I think as of this morning, I had an attempt at an address poisoning. So I woke up to an email from Coinbase, which I don't have anything in Coinbase. The only thing I've done in Coinbase recently is resetting a password, obviously. And I woke up this morning to a notification in my email that I had received a Bitcoin transaction of 0.000001 Bitcoin. And I'm like, this is weird. And I can't find the actual address, though, through what Coinbase is telling me, which is a bit of a bummer because I wanted to see if it is at all similar to an account that I have. So I can show you what the transaction looks like. Okay. So this is the account that I have in Coinbase. You can see at one point I did do some work in here. There are no years associated to this. So this activity is definitely not this year. Except for this
UX issue.
Do we want to, let me just show you this. I don't know what y'all were doing in 2016, but I was selling Bitcoin at $434.
Do not like and subscribe. Immediately revoke.
Follow along for more savvy financial advice. But
that hurts.
I don't do anything in Coinbase, which is why it's extra odd that I received this Bitcoin today, this value from this person, but I can't click through. I can't get to any sort of address and it's not showing up when I go to Blockchain Explorer. I don't know. I'm not going to touch this thing. The only thing I can guess is that someone is attempting to address poison me, that I had triggered them in some capacity because I recently changed my Coinbase password. So whatever that is, this guy, thanks so much, but I'm not going to touch that at all. Just leave that transaction there. Okay, so that's address poisoning. Next up, we have the good old slide into the DMs. So if you are a holder of a blue chip project, this is typically where you're targeted. I don't often get people in my DMs trying to like get any of my assets. Luckily, thank you. But this is one that I've seen many times from people. And so this is fairly recent. I think this I just pulled the other day, but it is someone, oftentimes they're trying to impersonate an actual holder of the project and try to initiate some sort of like trade. And you really, again, need to take a look at the of the person and verify the account that this is the person that they actually say it is, because this happens a lot. And I know that
I chat with these people for fun sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
see
like,
how far you can take it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so what do I need to do? I need to press what keys on my keyboard?
Yeah.
And then where can I send my seed phrase?
I'm too terrified to do any of that, but I definitely do get down on watching some YouTube videos of scammers scamming the scammer or hackers scamming people. But it's amazing. I love it.
It's a lot of fun.
But I would say another thing about these DM scams is back to the community aspect. I know this happens a lot within Bored Ape, and I'm in a Lady of Bored Ape group, and we will always drop in there, hey, this person is trying to impersonate this account. Make sure you go in and block them. Another thing that happens once the scammer realizes that they've been caught or that the word is spreading that people are blocking them is they'll start to change their handle name so quickly that it's almost impossible to find them. I saw that happen the other day with, a Bored Ape impersonator. So again, just always make sure that you can verify the person that you're trying to make a trade with. Do not connect, do not authorize, do not send anything unless you fully trust them. Otherwise, you set yourself up for risking losing your assets. The last one that I wanted to bring up, because I can't believe that this is a term that exists, makes total sense. I get it. We're going to talk about the wrench attack. So it is the physical attack that happens. So it's not a scam. It's a physical attack saying you can go out and buy a $5 wrench and physically attack someone that is a whale or a big holder. So it's important to keep your info private, ask for unwanted attention, set up a dummy wallet. There's a ton of things you can do to secure your assets. But I just wanted to bring this up because it came up. I don't even know how I came across it, but the wrench attack.
I feel like just telling people about this is a bad idea.
You can cut it out. I don't think anybody is oblivious to the fact that these things could potentially happen.
Well, yeah. Criminal's going to do whatever, but...
Criminal's going to criminal.
Criminal's going to criminal.
So those are just a few of the scams that I came across within a matter of about 2 days as they're posted. I'll grab the link. I held it. We learned about wallet drain, address poisoning, the DM slide, and the wrench attack.
DM slide. The DM slide can be a scam on your heart too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have at least learned today that scammer is going to scam. Yeah. And if you would like to learn how to make sure that your assets are as secure as possible, I will link to a video that we have put together on securing your assets and diversifying their wallets and setting all that up with a demo. So be sure to click through that. We'll also put a link below in the description box.
Yes. It actually should be mandatory that you watch that video because you don't want to get hacked. And Queen of Degens has the answer of how to properly set up your wallets. And I promise you probably don't know how to do it right.
Yeah, that's true. We certainly appreciate you guys sticking around with us and hanging out on our weird little corner of the internet. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.